Hi, good morning and welcome to my Flosstube channel. My name's Natalie and this is Sew Stitch Sew. You can find me on Instagram as Sew Stitch Sew. I'll put it up here because of all the underscores and the homophones that are in there. I've noticed that we've got the pink light again from the car. Can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Yeah, so this is Flosstube number 42, I think. It's been 3 weeks since my last video. I was enjoying the sunshine last week, so I didn't actually record. And I didn't have that much to show. I still got a bit to show, not huge. And like tiny bit haul, because no buy. The amount of times I want to put on someone's video and they're going, oh look at this, and oh it's wonderful, and I'm sat there going, no buy, no buy, no buy. Although I'm not sure they would get that if I put that as a comment. Yeah, so I've not actually, the haul that I've got I ordered before I put myself on a no buy. So since then, nothing. No PDF patterns, nothing. No, not even gone to the local shop to get any DMC or anything. Nothing. So quite happy with that. Although I do have 2 new starts and one finish. And I completed some whip go. Yeah, I did completed 2 whip goes calls, so doing alright. It's the middle of May, it's the 17th today, I think. Yes, I forgot the date again, Charlotte. What was I saying? Yeah, 17th of May. Point of admin as well. The giveaway for the Home of a Needleworker 2 with the floss still hasn't been claimed by Perfect Lady 99, so if you can get in contact with me either via the email address in the description box below or on Instagram, please. If not, I think I might either do the giveaway again or do a recall. There was only 2 other people interested, so we might do another call on that one. Hello if you're new, and welcome back if you're not, for the craziness that is. Well, I'm not that crazy, but I can. Yeah, anyway. I'll see one of those moods today. I don't know what it is. So my finish then probably come as no surprise because I was gunning for it. It was a 3-month sale with the Sal Queens, and it's Home of a Needleworker. This is on 32 count platinum. Sorry, I haven't ironed it. Platinum even weave with the called for classic colourworks. It's stitched 2/2. So yeah, see, I've still got quite a bit of most of the threads. I think I used, maybe not, I think I might have just scraped by with one of the old blue jeans. If not, this is a second skein. I managed to make it look rectangular, but I fudged a little bit, so it's not quite where it should be. I think it's things like there should be an extra space there. I've chopped a bit off this leaf. Yeah, it all went a bit wrong, but I was like, I'm going to make it work. It's going to work, and it did work. So this is finished. My plan was to frame it, but I've not got any frame. I don't think I've got a suitable frame for it, so it's going to have to wait until the no buy is finished. I'd like it to go up into the hall, and the hall we're talking about decorating, so there's a whole thing of it can wait for a minute. I don't think I put that on my Instagram, but I think I finished that. Yeah, I finished that right on the end of April. I think it was like 30th I finished that. That is a finish. And that is my only finish. My monthly goal, whoop, sorry, needle minder just went flying. Okay, so I've got that bit but not the magnet. Right, okay. Don't know why I've got a hanging thread on the back, but anyway. Right, so this is Embroidery for Kids Art. Unfortunately it's no longer available. It was on Etsy. And that's what it looks like when it's done. And it was part of a 4-picture. So the words within the Pokemon make up the first few lines of the Pokemon song. I'm stitching this for my eldest son. And that's where we're at. So that's another 443 stitches in. So we're next month I'll be over halfway through, assuming that I do the 443 again. So the goal for that one is to get all the stitching done by the end of November, so I can frame it and give it to him for Christmas. I do need to get some work done on my other projects that are gifts. I haven't even started the ones that I was thinking about maybe doing. We'll see. Next, I'm not up to date with this. I need to put the back stitch in, but I need to choose a colour to do the back stitch in, which is the Stitch for Pride Sal by D's 20 Stitches. And I'm stitching mine in Country Cottage threads, the Australian thread dyer, hand thread dyer. This one's in Geranium, but I'm going to pick out a different pink for the words that need to go in, and then I need to add the nipples. Yeah. The next piece is up here. I haven't started it, haven't picked a colour for it yet. So yeah, they're the first 4 months. And I've neglected to do my learning, so I need to do that. So when I come back next time, I should have done the learning for this and finished it, and done the one up here as well. The needle minders from Cotton and Clay, it was in the Advent box. I could definitely buy some more Cotton and Clay. And I really like the Flosstube as well. Name is escaping me at the minute, so I do apologise. I will put it on screen. So yeah, that needs a bit more love before the end of the month. Next, I picked up Victorian Charm again. Oh, best to show you that. Hang on a minute. So, I'm working down here. My whip go goal was to complete the windows and basically the surroundings, but obviously I've come down a little bit further than that, so I need to do the filling round here and here. I think I want to fill that bit in as well. And then as I was pulling this to get Flosstube together, I was looking at it going, I've not got that far until the bottom, but man, there's a lot of back stitch. And yeah, I need to do this column as well, and then a lot of this is half stitches on the outside bits. so they're French knots for the stars. I did contemplate using beads for the beads for the stars, but I haven't sort of formally decided on that yet. So yeah, still a lot of work to go on that one, and it's on an 18 count Navy Ada supplied in the kit. Yeah, it's definitely a daylight summer project, so I want to try and get that done maybe by the end of June, because I was just thinking I'll be doing Jolly July, so, and then it's August. I've got time off. I've got time off in most. I've got time off at the end of this month, then a week in July and a week in August. Yeah, should be doable. Although sometimes I find when I've got time off, because I'm with the kids, I get less stitchy time, not more stitchy time. So it depends what we want to get up to as well. Next, so that's not quite finished my Whip Go call on that. I have finished my Whip Go call on this project though, and more. So this is the line Witch in the Wardrobe by Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts, also known as the Stitchy Book Club. This is what it looks like when it's done. This is no longer available. It was a limited edition, as per the wishes of the C.S. Lewis family. So yeah, gunning to get across that bottom section. Literally all I've got to do is another tree here, not Mr. Tumble. Oh no. Yeah. And then some trees, and then the snowflakes going across. It's not quite in all the called for. I did have to substitute some DMC Kevin times, and wasn't really, hadn't heard of Flosstube. I must have heard of Flosstube at that point, but I wasn't prolifically back into my cross stitching. And it's on a 32 count snow Belfast linen. Yeah, I love that. And I did stitch a bit of that in hand as well. Not so much where I am at the minute. Either that or I'm using the technique where you put it in the hoop but leave the fabric a little bit loose and push up from the underneath to do the sewing method, which is kind of, it's not quite stitching in hand, but it's a version of using the sewing method in a different way. Just makes it a little bit faster, especially when you like zooming backwards and forwards. So my goal before the end of the month on that one is to get a finish, because it's been sat there way too long. I've got a feeling it was 2020, 2021. Victorian charm is I want to say 2019. It's my oldest whip, followed by Darth Vader. I don't know about you, I play this game when I'm trying to fall asleep, of what whips have I got. I don't necessarily do them in what order, but those two are impinged in my brain as the oldest two. Next, my other Whip Go call was to finish a part on my Chatelaine. Oh, this is difficult. So, technically this part is like the last part, the centre bit, and this bit round here is part one. So I finished off what would be part one if you bought the pattern. I've not put the big crystals on, but I've put like the little Melhy Mayuka beads on it, and no, I haven't put the bicones on either. So I've moved it to a skull frame. It was in a Q snap, but I need to get some, or have a look at my stash for some felt, so that when I do put the bicones on, they're not getting crushed when I roll it. But I will definitely leave the big crystals till the end, because there's some quite chunky crystals that go on this, which are absolutely gorgeous. Is it 5mm cube Swarovski something? I can't remember. Yeah, this is a long-term project. I absolutely love it, and I tend to stitch on it when I've got quite a few hours and nothing to distract me. Although I did pull this out when one weekend, just because I had the time. Kids are occupied, so maybe I'll do a bit more of that as well, as soon as I can get them settled to what they're doing. They've taken up, sorry, a little bit live, but they've taken up drawing quite strongly, and they're big into Dragon Ball, so they'll watch like a YouTube video and just draw it out. And even now, like the youngest one brought a picture home yesterday without watching any videos. Like, Mum, look what I've done. I'm like, that's really good. Much better than I could do, honestly. My next whip and final whip, because the other two are new starts, is 324 by Works by ABC, Arlene Cohen. I am 6 days behind, but this is where I'm at. So we're starting to come to the purples now. Absolutely love it. This is on a 40 count Vidal Antique White by Zweigart. My first proper time stitch on a 40 count. I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying the thread usage. You do barely use any thread when you're stitching on 40 count. But it's 1/2. Yeah. When I'm stitching this, I think, oh, that's quite pink, and then you put it back and you're like, actually it's a bit purpley. So yeah. So I need to finish this one off, and I think I've got almost down to here to go, and then I'm back onto the squares again. I don't tend to pick it up daily at the minute, but want to try and sort of, I want to take a photo every 7 days, so you'll see that on my Instagram. Maybe at some point I'll put a video together on here once it's done, which should be early next year. So yeah, looking forward to that. And I think I'm at the halfway point across the top. Let me just check the pattern. Yeah, so the halfway point is just between those two blocks there. So yeah, I'm halfway across that. This is folded over, so don't worry, it will come down a bit more. So yeah, that's where we're at. New starts. I decided to join Manning May. I'd had it kitted up for a long time, and I couldn't decide which Carolyn Manning I wanted to do. I knew that there was a freebie which Mildred GB showed on her channel. I haven't done the zip, sorry. Showed on her channel last week, but if you go onto the Facebook group for Carolyn Manning, this is in the file section. She's got some other ones that are in there too, called Artic Blast, and this is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. I'm not mad about it, it's just bigger than I anticipated maybe. And some I just got the fabric too big, if you've seen that post. I'm doing this on a 16 count Ada easy count. And this is where I'm up to. You can see I'm stitching in a hoop. But yeah, I've definitely given myself an extra 6 inches. Maybe I added 6 and not 3 for each side. That could be what went wrong. I've had to do the border on again. So I've got some colours filled up here, but mainly I've been working in this main colour, which has got the most amount of stitches. My plan is to come down here, come round to here. But yeah, absolutely loving it. I could not put this down when I started it. I think I stitched on it every day for about 7 to 10 days until I picked something else up, and then I still came back to this because I couldn't leave it alone. I stitched it using Pattern Keeper, and I can't remember what percentage I'm at. I think I did post it on my Instagram. I haven't touched it since then. I want to say something like 3%, maybe more. I should know the answer to that reason, but it's been a week, 2 weeks. No, a week. We're on the 15th. It's been about a week. Another thing that I've wanted to start for ages and decided to jump in, which I showed in haul last time when it started. But this is old haul, which is Modern Folk Embroidery, some of the Nightingale. I showed last time that I bought some Valdani on the skeins, rather than like the ball, so it comes like that. It's still got a DMC in there. I did order a colour, but it wasn't the right colour, so I just ended up dipping into the DMC. That's what they look like. I have found myself needing to do shorter lengths on it to get going, but this is my tiny start on 40 count white Vidal. I'm on a bit of a kick, aren't I? Yeah. So I've got these 2 projects on 40 count white Vidal, and then I'm about to start something on Country Vintage Mocha 40 count, but that's in a linen rather than a Vidal, which is like an even weave for 40 count. That's what I'd like to know. Is there an even weave for 36 count? Because I think I've heard it mentioned on someone's Flosstube, so I need to do some more research on that. Yeah, I think the colours are going to work. I'm a little bit nervous about the paler colour. It's not quite the same. Yeah. So the call for on that is Roxy Frostglow. So I bought the Roxy Frostglow over the Valdani. It would have cost me twice as much and then a bit more with tax and shipping included. Plus there's less on each skein, so I would have needed more. And then if I'd done it in just pure DMC, it would have been a bit cheaper. Don't know where I got the DMC from. I'm not mad about it. I'm enjoying stitching with the Valdani. I shall report back. It's been a while since I picked it up, so I think I started it on the bank holiday Monday. Put a load of stitches in, and I don't think I've picked it up since. Maybe. I do find with the 40 count it's best to stitch it with good lighting, so I can stitch it in the evening, but I just need a little bit of extra light. So that is it for finishes and whips and new starts. In terms of plans, carrying on with the 324 sale. I'm about to start Light by Barbara Anna, and I meant to grab the image, so I'm going to put it in here. I think I've got enough in stash I can do it on. I think I might have some 32 count dirty linen from the sampler book, which I haven't worked on. So I should have some for that, and then DMC, so that's fine. Whipgo, I want to finish off the Victorian charm. I have not picked up Jingle Block. Might pick it up in July when it's Jolly July. But it's still in timeout. Crystal was the other one, which is for my wedding anniversary in October, so I do need to pick that one up. And Line the Witch in a Wardrobe, which I finished the Whip Go call on, but I want to get it finished. I don't think it's going to take too much longer. Then, yeah, sampler book, and I've got 2 more planned starts for this month because Light is technically June and I can't remember what date. So Maud Strawberry is the next start, and I've just realised I picked up the wrong thing. Just take this out of the bag a second. So Maud Strawberry, it's this one out of Friendships Away from Blackbird Designs. I am not going to be doing it in that colourway. I'm going to do it in the colourway that I used for Stitch All the Things, and the same fabric. But I haven't decided what's going where on there yet. So that's my planned start on that. Just sort of the 3 more planned starts. I'm tempted to chuck another one in there as well. I don't know what is, yeah, anyway. Next one is the Sal for Caterpillar Cross Stitch, which is the North America Adventure Stitch Along. So I've got all my bits together in there. I think I'm missing one DMC. I'm hoping that by the time I get off my no-buy, I'll be alright. Sorry about that, just got disturbed by the other half, trying to sneak into the room. Yeah, so I've got this all kitted up. It's a mystery Sal, so it's not an image. Beginning of the month, on the Bank Holiday weekend, I spent a lot of time kitting things up, sewing edges on fabric. For example, this one, oh, that one. My sewing machine went a bit crazy at one point though. This one's alright. So I haven't got a serger, I've just got a normal sewing machine. So yeah, just a zigzag edge essentially. So this is my 40 count Country Vintage Mocha, ready to start. With Thy Hands by Teresa Kogut. I'm starting this with Sally. Oh no, Sally. Frosty Sews and Grows. On the 27th of May, which is Bank Holiday. And I think I will stitch the needle book. I'm not sure I'll stitch that one. But yeah, this is the goal at the minute. I'm semi-ready. I've got DMC, but I haven't put it on Flosstubers, and like I say, I've got the fabric ready. And I'm going to try out the Nerd Sheep for the first time, which is a number 3. So I haven't tried the Nerd Sheep yet. But that's the one I picked up off a D-stash. Oh, what is it with names today? Nicola Bumble Stitches. So like I say, I had one order come in that I ordered before the no-buy, and that was my last bit of haul, nothing else. So I ordered from Lakeside Needlecraft. I still had a gift card from Christmas. I think I actually spent about £5 on top of that. but the gift cards were only valid for a year, and I didn't. It doesn't sit on your account. You've got to put the code in that you were sent on your email, so you could easily forget about it. I picked up the turtle. I think Catkin from Catkin and Lily had done the gecko. I really love all the colours, but I really love all, like, there's a hay that's got a big turtle on it, and it really appeals to me. But I just love all that colour. Well, I can go from one extreme to the other. I go out monochromatic, and then obviously some pieces are quite dark, and then I go, I want the bright colour. So yeah, still haven't stitched a bottle yet, despite owning 4 kits, 3 or 4. I also picked up 2 pieces of fabric. I'll show you in a second. A pair of scissors. So I think that's a seahorse, but it was advertised as a seahorse, so I'm going seahorse. But I was watching Arlene Cohen, and she had a similar pair of scissors, but she got told they were a rabbit. I'm like, no, that's seahorse. I picked up this pencil. So with normal pencils, it's not so easy to wash off, and there's a caterpillar cross stitch video about gridding, but I've picked up this for the 2 dimensions that I've got on the go, which are Cherry Blossom and Aurora Cabin. See if that helps, because I don't want to spend the time gridding with the sliver. I mean, it's great, it works really well, but it takes a lot of time. So I picked up vintage, I think it's called vintage cream. That's not, I think that's just blowing out. And you may be getting it a little bit. It's got mottling in there. Now I've picked that up for In a Friendship's Way. There's a button box, so I picked it up for that. It's 32 count Belfast linen. And it's got to be more than enough. And I also picked up another piece of Summer Cloud by Fabric Fair in a 32 count even weave. Only to realise when I was going through my kitted stuff, I had another piece of this, and the piece that it was kitted with was not going to take all of it. But I'm not mad about it because I love it. So yeah, that is it. This all goes for me. That's a lot less, and hopefully there should be none. Yeah, none next time. I'm going to wrap this up. I have been watching quite a bit of Flosstube. Names obviously are difficult for me to say, other than Arlene, because I've been watching Arlene. I do watch a lady called Katie as well. She loves all like the dimensions and lots of backstitch, and that's really good as well. I'm trying to think of else. I caught with Bernie hooking and stitching yesterday. Watched Charlotte from Clue High Heel Stitcher, Fussy Sews and Grows, and Sew Me Sarah, which the strawberry, didn't call it Maud Strawberry, but the one from Friendship's Way that I'm starting next, they're both stitching for their Fun for 50 sale. And Sally's doing the With Thy Hands for Fun for 50 sale as well. I'm saying a lot. Still trying to get on with the massive declutter that is my house as well. This will not go though, that's staying there. but we do want to decorate in here at some point, and just try and just get rid of some of the stuff. So yeah, my son will be a year older next time I speak to you as well, and he's up to here now, so yeah, I'm soon going to be little nut. I'm 5'4", which you can't tell from the videos, which was the average. I think it's slightly below average now. I think the average in the UK now is 5'5". I have no idea what that is in centimetres. Some things I know exactly what you mean if you do like inches and feet. Centimetres, yeah. Yards, no. Kilometres, no, it's miles. I really sort of like flip between imperial and metric. But yeah, so I'm going to go. Bye for now. Keep stitching. Bye.